I don't know if you can call it a rivalry. I guess it could be a rivalry. Former Houston Oilers flew out of town. Now every time you match up against them, I guess you could say it's some bragging rights. But a low-scoring game, and thank God for this defense once again, only giving up 13 points. Only giving up 13 points. Davis Mills made the necessary plays to put points on the board for a 16. If it was less than that, it might have been going to overtime or they might have lost. Picked up key first down. Schultz was big in this one. Higgins caught some key catches. Also, Nico Collins, he the one who got it started. But the running game is still an issue, is still a problem, making this team one-dimensional. Play calling is still a little vanilla. But look, man, they was able to win the game. That's all I can say about it. There's really not too much to say about this game. It was plain Jane. It was boring. Boring as hell. What I would have done if I was the Tennessee Titans, they only got one win. What are they, 1-8? 1-9 now, but 1-8 going into this game, scoring that touchdown, I was like, you know what? They might go for two. If I'm the Tennessee Titans, I'd have went for two. Go for the win. You're not going anywhere this season. I thought they might go for two and put the pressure on the Texans even more to come back down there and score some points. But I don't know. You're the Tennessee Titans. You're thinking, man, we're desperate for wins. We only got one. We want to have one in the bag. We just want to make sure we have a chance to win this one. So they decided to kick the field goal and try to force overtime. But a huge drive by Davis Mills, backup quarterback, in for C.J. Stroud with the concussion, right? But I don't know if Davis Mills did enough for us as fans and the Houston Texans to say, well, let's keep him in there a little longer. Even when C.J. Stroud comes back and he's available, let's just keep Davis Mills out there. I don't know if Davis Mills did enough to make people think that way, but I will tell you he was serviceable. You know, he was moving the football. He was getting the ball out, getting it to the receivers, picking up yardage. He did just enough. 16 points. Just enough. If this defense is not good as it is, they might lose a game like this. They might. 16 probably wasn't going to be enough. But with a Tennessee Titans, struggling Tennessee Titan team, you can pull this one out, but they put it real close. Houston Texans, they love drama, man. They love drama. You would think they would come into this game and just flat out just mop the floor with them. But they always play down to their competition sometimes. And is it really playing down to their competition, the way they've played this season? Might be evenly matched from what we've seen, but they should be superior to this team. They just haven't played like it. And it's going to be a big decision coming up. I want y'all to stay focused with C.J. Stroud. Is he a franchise quarterback? He's going to be coming up here. Is he a $50 million plus quarterback? Paying this guy to be your franchise quarterback. Has he done enough in, let's say 3 years to show you this is our guy? They got some decisions to make up in their front office, some big decisions coming up. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if I've seen enough to say that this guy's a $50 million plus quarterback a year. And I'm not saying Davis Mills is. I'm not saying Davis Mills is the franchise quarterback. They might be still in search for one. But you really got to think about it. Are you going to pay this guy from what we've seen so far? Not knowing if the offensive line will be fixed in 2 years. Still going to be in search for an offensive coordinator the way it looks. Should you go in a draft? I don't know, man. I'm just, weighing the options. But you really better think about it. Is this your guy? C.J. Stroud, moving forward for the future. In 3 years, I'm still scratching my head figuring out what type of quarterback do we really have. That's all I'm saying. So the Buffalo Bills next week. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to be favored in that game. And they shouldn't be favored in that game. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, as hot as they've been, even though they slid a little bit. But big game for the Texans. They happen to pull that out. I don't even know if C.J. Stroud gonna play in that game. I would guess he would play in that game. But either or, C.J. ends, Davis Mills, I still would bet they wouldn't pull that game out next week. As much as I want them to pull it out, I just don't seem like it. You can't have games like this. They came in here and they took care of their business with the Tennessee Titans. That'll left you thinking, you know what, we might have a damn good shot against the Buffalo Bills. We're looking real good. Looking real good. But skimming it out, I don't see it. I don't. I wouldn't put my money on it. But I tell you, if they do pull it out, if they do find a way, I know if was a fifth, we all be drunk. I understand all of that too. But if they was able to pull that game out, that means it could propel them into the playoffs. That momentum, that confidence beating a Buffalo Bills team will be enough to jolt this team getting into the playoffs because they can ride off of that momentum. We'll see. We'll see. But Davis Mills, 26 for 41, 274 yards, 6.7 on average. Not bad at all. No picks, one touchdown. You know, Woody Marks, like I said, the running game is still absent. Absent. And that's why I say even if they got into the playoffs, let's say if they got into the playoffs, they're not going nowhere far with no running game. Inconsistent on offense, period. Stringing your defense out thin. It's not played out for them. You know, you want to get there just to get there, fine. But you're not going to be making too much noise. All right? Well, we're going to give you credit because you're trying to take care of your business, just trying to get there. Because you got to win out. I've said that numerous of times. You got to win out. And it's a damn tough task. Nico Collins, 9 catches for 92 yards. He does what he do all the time. No slouch there. But when C.J. Stroud comes back, even if it's against the Buffalo Bills, I hope he's motivated now. Because Davis Mills really came out there and he played. For a backup, seasoned guy, veteran, he done his job. He done his job. C.J. Stroud looking at that and he's saying, okay, when I get in there, it's got to take off. It's got to coast. It can't go backwards. Because if it does go backwards, what do you think going to happen? Well, maybe Davis Mills, put him back in there. Maybe he's the guy that can finish the season out for us. If CJ turning it over or he's holding on to the ball too long, seem like he can't escape the pocket, don't have the quarterback awareness to move the football, who knows? Who knows? But like I say, decisions are going to be made by the end of this year. You really have to own in on it now. I know great quarterbacks and stuff like that just not falling off of trees, but you're going to have to really look into it. CJ going to have to start coming along very quickly now. Very quickly. There's no time to wait. We'll listen to Davis Mills before we get out of here. But the Houston Texans, 16-13, takes down the Tennessee Titans, a game they had to have. And believe me, they got to have all of them. This wasn't a good opponent. To me, they should have smashed the gas on them. But I understand. You got to lace them up. Any team can win on any given day, night, morning, evening, afternoon. They lace them up just like you do. But at the same time, it was boring. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, a boring, sluggish, snail-dragging game that they got to be thankful they pulled out. And thankful they didn't go for two. No telling what would have happened on that. I'd have went for two. I'm telling you, I would have went for 2.